It's time for the Sports Report with your host, Mike Prince. For scores, updates, and highlights, Waller County area, the Sports Report is your one-stop spot. And now let us join in today's program.
Hello and welcome to the Sunday edition of the Sports Report. Mike Prince here with you. What a night it was on last night between the Texas Southern Tigers and the Prairie View A&M University Panthers. Both teams had their squads represent. The male division and the female division were out. The females fell short by the score of 74-70, and the men were able to win by the score of 85-77. We're going to take a break and we'll come back with some recaps and some interviews from last night's performers. You are listening to the Sports Report right here on the Open Mic Broadcast Network, the voice of Waller County Athletics. This broadcast has been made possible by the support of the Prairie View Athletic Club. The Prairie View Athletic Club is a proud supporter of Prairie View A&M University Athletics. For more information on becoming a member of the Prairie View Athletic Club, send your email to pvathletic.club@gmail.com. That email address again is pvathletic.club@gmail.com. Prairie View Athletic Club, a proud supporter of Prairie View A&M University Athletics. You can now listen to the Sports Report each and every day, Monday through Fridays at 8 a.m. Central Standard Time, on Saturdays at 10 a.m., and on Sundays at 8 p.m. Serving the community through faith and athletics, the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Alrighty then, welcome back here to the Sports Report, the Sunday edition. Mike Prince here with you. As we mentioned, last night was a doubleheader between the Texas Southern Tigers and the Prairie View A&M University Panthers. The ladies hit the hardwood first. The ladies fell a bit short, losing by the score of 74-70. Leading scorer for the Panthers was Miss Jeanette Jackson. Jeanette Jackson had 27 points. She played 39 minutes. She had a total of 4 rebounds. She was 8 of 13 from the free throw line, 3 of 7 from the three-point range, and she was 8 of 19 from the field. Also joining in on the action was Miss Loran Washington. Loran Washington put in 37 minutes, 16 points. She had a total of 6 rebounds, 4 of 6 from free throw line, 0 of 2 from three-point range, and 6 of 15 from the field. And then you have the post girl, Miss Shamaya Brooks. Shamaya Brooks put in a total of 25 minutes, 13 points. She had a total of 13 rebounds. Guess what? Another double-double for Miss Shamaya Brooks. 6 of 14 from the field and 1 from the three-point range. With that loss, the Panthers ended a 5-game winning streak. Their overall record now changes to 6-14. Meanwhile, they're 6-4 in SWAC play. So the Southwestern Athletic Conference women's standings look as such. The Southern Jaguars are 9-1. Texas Southern Tigers are 9-1. You have Jackson State at 7-3. Then you have the Lady Panthers coming in at 6-4. Followed behind them, the Grambling State Tigers at 5-5, Mississippi Valley at 5-5. Then you have Alcorn State 3-6, Alabama State 2-6, Arkansas Pine Bluff 2-8, and bringing up the rear would be Alabama A&M at 1-10. So the Lady Panthers fell short, but they're still in good shape to make a run for the SWAC championship. During yesterday's events, they were awarded their championship rings for winning the SWAC tournament, and the 2013 banner was unveiled in front of the standing room only crowd. The indication from the attendance report is saying it was 3,900 for the women's game, but trust me when I tell you it was a lot more there than 3,900. overall, the bottom scoring for the Panthers as a team, they were 26 of 72 from the field, 3 of 19 from three-point range, and 15 of 24 from the charity stripe. They had a total of 42 rebounds, while the Lady Tigers had a total of 43 rebounds. The Lady Tigers were 15 of 23 from the free throw area, 7 of 17 from three-point range, and 26 of 55 from the field. In the paint, the Panthers did outscore the Lady Tigers 36-30. Second chance shots, PV had 9, and the Tigers had 6. Bench scoring, it was heavily in favor of the Lady Tigers at 35 points coming off the bench, while the Panthers had 6. So the Lady Panthers do fall short. And I also want to make mention that the leading scorer for the Lady Tigers and the leading scorer amongst all was Miss Brianna Sidney. Brianna Sidney had a total of 29 points, put in 38 minutes, total 4 rebounds, 6 of 7 from free throw line, 5 of 9 from the three-point range, and 9 of 18 from the field. So the Texas Southern Tigers, they complete their sweep of the Panthers, and they finish, well, they're not finished, but they're done with the Panthers until they get a chance to possibly meet again in the tournament. But I'm pretty sure that Coach Brown will have the young ladies in store and ready for SWAC tournament. That is going to wrap up the women's section of this evening's show. And we're going to take us a break, and we'll be right back with a breakdown of the men's coverage right here on the Open Mic Broadcast Network and the Sports Report Sunday edition.
They're playing basketball. We love that basketball. Good night.
Hey, have you heard the news? You can now listen to the Open Mic Broadcast Network on iHeartRadio.
Really? That's tight. How do I do that?
All you have to do is go to the iHeartRadio and download the app and search OBN-Radio.
Is that it? Wow, even I can do that.
It's really that simple. iHeartRadio and the Open Mic Broadcast Network, a winning combination.
All right, welcome back here to the Sports Report Sunday edition right here on the Open Mic Broadcast Network. I'm your host, Mike Prince, reminding you that you can keep up with us by way of Twitter at OMBN_radio. You can also follow us on iHeartRadio, as mentioned in the spot previous to this. At iHeartRadio.com, go to the talk section. From there, go to sports and look for OBN Sports. You can follow us at our website at KTORradio.com. And don't forget to keep up with us by way of Spreaker. That's Spreaker.com. Look for Open Mic Broadcast Network. And I tell you what, I am also new to the world of Instagram. You can keep up with us on Instagram at Radio Guy 2261. That's Radio Guy 2261. Well, let us get into the nightcap of what was going on in the world of SWAC basketball. Last night was a very, very good game, as always is in most cases whenever the Tigers and the Panthers get together. A great performance for the Panthers as a team, and I want to stress on that part, as a team. I've been watching and keeping up with these Panthers for quite some time now, and they've always had talent. There's never been a question about the talent, and the team was able to bring it together as simply that, a team. We were able to catch up with some of the key elements for last night's victory. But right now we'll give you a little feedback from Mr. John Brisco. John Brisco had a total of 16 points off of 26 minutes of play, 2 rebounds, 2 of 2 from free throw range, and 2 of 4 from the three-point area, and 6 of 9 from the field. Brisco has been one of the key elements for the Panthers to have the success that they've been enjoying, and it was quite interesting to hear how he assessed the Panthers coming together. So we'll now swing over to Mr. John Brisco in his post-game thoughts.
We came out with a mindset together that we're going to win, not focusing on each individual statistics. So we're going to focus on the team statistics, and I think we assisted each other very well tonight. And we were good on defense. Communication is key, on defense. And I think we took them out of a lot of things that they wanted to do. So the game kind of fell into our hands at the end, and we finished.
And that was John Brisco and his views and comments, making mention that the team finally came together as a team, not searching for a significant individual stat, but the overall team win. And when you focus and change your thought patterns, things like that begin to be the turnaround point for what could be a magical year for the Panthers. As a team, the Panthers were 31 of 59 from the field goal. They were 8 of 18 from three-point range, 15 of 23 from the free throw area. 30 total rebounds for the Panthers compared to 33 for the Tigers. And they also had a total of 8 steals and 4 block shots. Now, another leading contributor to the Panthers was Mr. Montreal Scott. Montreal Scott had a total of 26 points in last night's competition, 37 minutes of time that he put in, 4 of 5 from the charity stripe, 4 of 7 from three-point range, 9 of 17 from the floor. Was able to catch up with Montreal Scott, and it's quite interesting to see his views and his mentions of last night's performance.
Tonight, you look like a team. How would you assess that?
I mean, that's basically why we lost the last couple games. I mean, Coach Rim told us everybody play for themselves. I admit I did some playing for myself too, but we all bought in this week at practice and was like, we got to play for each other. We got to help each other. Make your teammate better. I mean, this week in practice, we was going at it. Up and down, up and down. I mean, and it just carried over to the game. No let off, no nothing. And everybody just came in and put their eggs in the bunch, and we came with the win.
Now, there was some strong play tonight, and it might not look like it on the stat sheet. You know, a lot of people get fascinated with offense, but Rasi Jenkins and Regis Onwukamucha played one heck of a defensive game on tonight. And when you get guys putting in the time like that and grinding like that, it makes nice for you easier because you get those wide open looks, right?
Yes, I mean those two are two of our best defensive players on the squad. I told Regis, if you got a foul, use all 5 of them. And he came in, stepped up, and got a big time charge. Rasi, big time charge at the end of the game, and a big time block at the end of the game. I mean, hats off to him.
And that was shooting guard for the Panthers, Mr. Montreal Scott, making mention of 2 key players who I thought played major roles in the Panthers' victory on last night, and that was Regis Onwukamucha and Mr. Rasi Jenkins. Rasi Jenkins had a big block towards the end of the game, and we're going to quickly hear from him and his response to the overall team victory.
It was a tough game, but we had to get a win. You know what I'm saying? We was on a 3-game losing streak, and we was in a must-win situation, and played as a team, and we came through. You know what I'm saying? We were totally focused all week in practice. You know what I'm saying? We pride ourselves on our 2-2-1 defense. You know what I'm saying? We try to slow them up, get some stops, get some turnovers, and make some big plays. Have some big plays happen for us.
And that was Rasi Jenkins with the Panthers. Put in a total of 22 minutes, 2 big block shots, total 5 points, 7 rebounds, 4 on the defensive side, 3 on the offensive side. Was 1 of 2 from the free throw area and 2 of 4 from the field. Big, strong night from he and Mr. Regis Onwukamucha. I mean, just solid performance. They went up against a very strong and noble defender, that in the name of Mr. Eric Murray. Eric Murray ended up being ejected from last night's competition along with head coach Mike Davis. But we'll take a break and we'll come back with a little bit more here on the Sports Report Sunday edition. We'll hear from the postman for the Panthers himself, Mr. Demondre Chapman. This is Mike Prince. You're listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network and the Sports Report. Keep it locked where you got it, and we'll be right back. What if I told you that for $36, you could make a big difference? At $36 a year, you can become a listening partner with the Open Mic Broadcast Network. This annual donation would help us continue the success of our broadcast throughout Waller County. Visit our website at ktorradio.com and become a listening partner today. Serving the community through faith and athletics, the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Alrighty then, welcome back to the Sports Report Sunday edition. Mike Prince here with you. We have been discussing about the Prairie View A&M University Panthers and the Texas Southern Tigers showdown on last night. Another strong performance by the team, but the team was also led by Demondre Chapman, who put in a total of 31 minutes, 23 points, 3 rebounds, 5 of 9 from the free throw area, and 9 of 15 from down in the paint. We're ready to catch up with Mr. Demondre Chapman, and here are his reflections on last night's team performance.
Man, I feel great, man. Our team been working our butt off every day, preparing for this game. We needed this game to lift us back up. We've been on a 3-game losing streak, and we know when we get this win, it was just what we needed to lift up at the right time going into the second round. The SWAC give us confidence going to the second round and to the tournament. So I appreciate all my teammates working hard and doing a great job. And working hard, you can see what happens. We got a good big win tonight, had a good crowd, and we didn't let our Panthers down.
Well, you know, when you talk about the big crowd and everything, I mean, it was to capacity. The paper is saying 3,900. We know it was more than 3,900 here tonight. What does that do for you as an athlete playing in front of a crowd like that?
It motivates me, man. Our crowd is great, man. They cheer us on when things are down and up. So I appreciate our crowd. We needed this win very much to lift us up and get us back on the right path. The crowd was great. They cheered us on ups and downs when we had negatives and positives through the game. So, go ahead.
Now, what do you think you could assess that struggle, that mid struggle? I mean, you lost here at home to Valley, which was, if we be honest with each other, there's no way that game should have been a loss. What do you think? What do you count that up to?
Well, I mean, at one point we was up 20 points against Valley. I think we got too confident and we started settling down, thinking that the game was going to be over. And as you can see, if the team work hard, they going to come back. Shooting 60% second half, they going to come back. And our problems is not finishing strong last 2 or 3 minutes. So this time we settled down, we took good shots, and we got the win. We didn't want to rush shots. We used the shot clock, and I hope this going to peak us at the right time.
Very good. Demondre Chapman here, 9 of 15 from the field goal. I mean, down in the paint. I mean, you had a hard night tonight working up against the big guy Murray from TSU, who ends up getting ejected. I guess you got to say welcome to the SWAC to him, huh?
Yeah, welcome to the SWAC, man. It's not that easy as you think it is.
Well, you know, and now when you have a guy coming in like that, and let's be honest, some people kind of look down on the SWAC thinking that it's a step beneath, but you get motivated to play against guys like that, huh?
Oh yeah, that's motivation, man. Coming from West Virginia and all this hype that coming into the SWAC. Giving everybody in the SWAC motivation to play against him and compete with him and show that SWAC is not a low basketball. We can play basketball with anybody. We play hard, and as you can see, people can compete with him and the SWAC also.
All right, Demondre Chapman, 23 points on tonight's performance. Go and rest up, young man. You'll get a chance to reproduce this. You have a little time off. Next time you get on the court will be against Jackson State. So good luck and good game on tonight, man. And keep going, and let's take this thing all the way down to Houston where we can hoist up that trophy one more time. This is Mike Prince with the Sports Report. Mr. Demondre Chapman for the Prairie View Panthers.
And, of course, you heard the reflections on Demondre Chapman as he competed against Eric Murray. Eric Murray, let me say for the record, is an outstanding talent. He put in 35 minutes on last night, had a total of 22 points, 11 rebounds, 8 of 11 from the free throw line, and 7 of 14 from the field. But the one thing that will stand out about Eric Murray is that his attitude needs a major readjusting. Our job here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network, we try to find the positive out of everything. But this young man could really destroy his own path, his own future, if he doesn't hurry up and get his act together. He was ejected from last night's game. Of course, he and Coach Mike Davis had to take an early exit. But man, what a damper on a great performance. We're going to take a break, and we'll come back with our final segment on this Sunday edition of the Sports Report. What if I told you that for $36, you could make a big difference? At $36 a year, you can become a listening partner with the Open Mic Broadcast Network. This annual donation would help us continue the success of our broadcast throughout Waller County. Visit our website at ktorradio.com and become a listening partner today. Serving the community through faith and athletics, the Open Mic Broadcast Network.
You're listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network, the station designed with you in mind, serving the community through faith and athletics.
All right, welcome back here to the Sports Report and our final segment of tonight's show. The Panthers, with their big win over the Tigers of Texas Southern, have created a major logjam in the men's division of the Southwestern Athletic Conference. Right now, there are only 2 teams that are standing above the 500 mark, and that would be the Southern Jaguars and the Alabama State Hornets. Southern stands in at 9-1, while Alabama State is at 8-2. The following teams are all tied at 5-5. Texas Southern, Alabama A&M, Alcorn State, Arkansas Pine Bluff, and Prairie View A&M University Panthers. Now, with that being said, bringing up the rear would be Jackson State and Mississippi Valley. Both of them are standing at 4-6, and Grambling is at 0-10. So it is a major string of events, and you heard mentioned in tonight's broadcast that teams have got to win their home games. The following home games will take place February 15th. The Panthers will be hosting the Jackson State Tigers. And also on the 17th, they'll be hosting the Grambling State Tigers. And they'll take it on the road February 22nd and 24th against Arkansas Pine Bluff and Mississippi Valley. They'll close out March with Alabama A&M and Alabama State at home. And they'll end on the road at Southern and Alcorn State. And that is March 6th and 8th. So the Panthers have got a lot in store and a lot of work to get done, but it can get done. We want to thank each one of our interviewees on today for tonight's show to make it possible. Mr. John Brisco, Rasi Jenkins, Montreal Scott, and, of course, Mr. Demondre Chapman. This is Mike Prince with the Open Mic Broadcast Network and the Sports Report, reminding you that you can make a difference by becoming a listening partner with us by simply making a $36 annual donation. That $36 will help us continue to bring you the broadcast coverage, not only for the Prairie View A&M University Panthers, but for Waller County Athletics. We cover Waller County Athletics for the Waller Bulldogs, the Hempstead Bobcats, the Royal Falcons, and of course, the Prairie View A&M University Panthers. This is Mike Prince saying God bless. Have a safe Sunday. We'll see you tomorrow, Monday, where we'll do it all over again. May God bless you. May He keep you. And we'll see you on the other side.
The Sports Report is a production of the Open Mic Broadcast Network located in Prairie, Texas. Serving the community through faith and athletics, the Open Mic Broadcast Network is the official voice of Waller County Athletics.